Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper. The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Out to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Lillard. Misses in close. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
You got to keep Kuzma in front of you, especially in transition. Once he gets behind you, it's done.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Indiana again, turning it over. Lillard with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Wide open. The rebound by Turner.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Jrue Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Halliburton. Outside Turner. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Pacers trail by 5. Can they get it? Here's Halliburton. Lopez with the block.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Bucks making a change here. A minute 50 left to play in the first. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Mathurin. A 3-ball. The rebound by Prince. Milwaukee leading by 5. Back to Portis. Pass to Lillard. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Portis can't get it to go. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. And Siakam has it in the corner. And he banks in the layup.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Pass to Lillard. It's rebounded by Indiana. Down low. Here's Siakam.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Portis. And to Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, it is so difficult not to foul Lillard. I mean, you never know exactly how to shade him defensively because he's so versatile.
Good on both. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Turner. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Milwaukee now. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Kuzma's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead, up 5. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Back to Mathurin. Taken away. Portis drives in. And Portis throws it down.
Taking those long strides, Portis able to get a good shot off.
Pass to Toppin. Kick out to Walker. Right side, Mathurin. He's looking for Toppin and finds him. Mark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
And Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Once again, give it up for your Postmates Hits team.
Now Halliburton hasn't made one yet. Pass to Toppin. It's deflected.
That's just a really good defensive read from Portis. I mean, the read was excellent and the hustle was better.
Trent outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Green. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pacers trailed by 8. Here's Halliburton. Out to the right wing. Here's McConnell. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's Trent in the corner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside, Green. hits the three-point bomb. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And he gets the bucket.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers' Clark maxed out at that end of the floor.
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on, and a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards. Those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
The kick out to Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Green inside the three-point line. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 12. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Mathurin. Nailed from three-point land. Mathurin's got 5 points in the quarter.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's Portis, and the layup falls. Portis has got 7.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming in attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Nembhard. Scoreless thus far. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Portis. Kuzma outside. Pass to Portis. It's Prince on the wing. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trailed by 9. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 7 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Outside Mathurin. Siakam outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Pass to Lillard. For 3, Portis. And so that brings the first half to a close. Bucks lead by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
28.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Pacers trail by 10. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50-40-90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And there's the drive. Here is Lillard to the right side. 90 seconds now into the second half. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pacers trailed by 8. Here's Halliburton. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. An and one opportunity.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
No good that time. Out to the right wing. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Left side, Halliburton. Here's Turner. Drops in the layup for 2. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Giannis slashing. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Lopez grabs the board. Milwaukee leading by 6. Lillard outside. Pass to Lopez.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Giannis has got 10 points in the game.
With the threat of his drive where he's lethal, the defense has to live with Giannis shooting the mid-range jump shot.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you. Halliburton's size playing to his advantage there.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. Back to Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact, because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
These Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname Indiana Pacers, and they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly, catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
In for the Bucks.
27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Smith.
Pass to McConnell. From the arc. Traps in the tray. McConnell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here is Lillard. He's covered by McConnell. Now here's Porter. Toppin pulls it in. Here's McConnell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Bucks leading by 6. Giannis left side. And the flush by Antetokounmpo!
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard.
And stolen by Portis. Here's Giannis. Goes back up. Rejected by Walker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. On the wing, Mathurin. No good from the wing. Milwaukee with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Trent. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Halliburton. Takes it off the glass.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Puts up a deep three. Porter, no luck.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Trent. Outside, Green. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
The kick out to Lopez. Misses the three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside Turner. Indiana moving the ball away. Halliburton right side. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. Gets the front of the rim and out. Bucks leading by 6. Prince with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Pass to Lillard. Over to the wing. Kuzma outside. Lillard with no one around. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Lillard with the bucket.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. Shot clock at 6. Lopez with the block. Pass to Lillard. And here is Antetokounmpo. Now Lopez. Friends outside. Here's Giannis. Takes a 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Here's Turner. Covered by Lillard. Nembhard with it. Can't get it to fall. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game. There's 45 seconds left in the game. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Nembhard grabs the board.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. To the left side wing. And a wide open look for Portis. No good with the triple. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge,